Welcome back to Anime News Update, your source for what is happening in the anime industry today. Coming up in the show, brand new Mega Man anime, and a new writer for the live-action Akira movie. Let's jump right in. Recently, Detsu Entertainment US, one of those PR companies no one cares about, announced that Man of Action Studios will be working on a new 26-episode Mega Man anime for 2017. Wait, Man of Action? That's a US studio. Capcom, we've got to talk. We can't be trusted with Mega Man again. I mean, clearly you can't be trusted with Mega Man, but look at what we did the last time you gave him to us.
I feel all mushy and tingly inside.
And the time before that.
Now I get it. This is the first challenge to see if I have enough willpower to make it to the warp of life.
Capcom, I love you. Okay, I really don't, but you have to think about this. A guy off Kickstarter is doing better with Mega Man than you are, and he doesn't even have Mega Man. Why are you shilling him out to the guys who made Ben 10? Man of Action's kind of known for cutting corners and making really flat jokes. Not my top pick for your best known property. I mean, why not Madhouse or Studio Trigger? They're doing some really cool kid-friendly stuff right now. I'd even take Sunrise over Man of Action. Bloody Sunrise! You can't tell me this is your best option. The really weird thing about this is it's set for a 26-episode format, which means it's built to order for a Japanese anime season, but produced by an American studio. That just doesn't happen. Maybe Capcom's being progressive and reaching out to a new market? No, this is a Japanese company. They still think we can't tie our own shoes. Wait a sec. Who owned the last Mega Man cartoon? Alright, so Ruby Spears made Mega Man in 1994, then Ruby Spears was sold to Turner Broadcasting, Turner Broadcasting merged with Time Warner, Time Warner owns Cartoon Network, and Man of Action works with Cartoon Network. Wait a sec, aside from spin-offs like Battle Network, has there ever been another Mega Man anime? Oh wait, there's that Mega Man Once Upon a Star OVA.
Mega Man, you've destroyed all my robots! That makes me very angry!
But when did that come out? 1993, that's 1 year before Ruby Spears' Mega Man? Holy crap! Time Warner owns the rights to make Mega Man, at least for broadcast anyway. Without a list of Time Warner's assets, I can't prove it, but if we see an announcement that this is going to be on Cartoon Network, then that pretty much tears it. Why else would Capcom use these guys to make it? I only have one question. Can we get a Mighty Number 9 anime? I've already given up hope for this one to be any good. No? Not even a little? Alright, let's move on then. Recently, Warner Brothers announced that they're reworking the plans for the live-action Akira movie yet again, with a change in writing staff, now with Marco J. Ramirez, who's one of the showrunners from the Netflix Daredevil series, which I have to admit's pretty damn good. We can only hope this means that Jome Colette Serra will no longer be part of the project as director due to another change in writing plans. You know, since Colette has so many breakout films such as Orphan and Orphan, who is also quoted as saying that part of Japanese culture is that they never have strong characters. Right. If you do get passed up for this one, Colette, old buddy, it's not the door hitting your ass on the way out. It's the foot of the anime and film community planted firmly on your talentless backside as we eject you. Things are looking up, at least.
Looks like we made it.
Not so fast. Even with the new writer, I'm still not happy about this movie getting made. Akira's not something we should readapt like this. At least not so lightly. This movie not only has historical relevance as the animated film that changed everything, switching people's views on animation and what could be done with it, but also at the same time breaking the dominant image that Disney built around the medium, telling us that it's only good for making children's stories. But that's not why I don't want Warner Brothers rubbing their greedy little fingers all over it. Akira's not about motorcycles, lasers, or that weird little baby thing at the end. Ugh, that thing still creeps me out. The core of the story is about the trivialized youth of Japan who don't fit the bill for what the culture demands at the time. The long and short of it is that in Japan, what school you go to, how well you do at it, and what school you go to next can ultimately determine what type of life you'll live, and what society determines your overall use to the world is. If you don't fit in or your mind doesn't work the way the system's built to measure, well, tough. You're out of luck and you need to make way for the people who do. I live in the US and our school life isn't nearly as stringent. You can even argue that beyond college and work experience, very little even affects our lives outside of a diploma. But elsewhere, not so much. Japan is faced with a very high youth suicide rate, and yeah, you better believe a lot of people feel dragged down and disenfranchised by the system.
Discipline! 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 Discipline!
And in the 70s and 80s, this hit its peak when Japan started adopting parts of the rest of the world's culture, and their country changed in ways no one predicted. Older people felt the youth were destroying parts of their culture that they worked so hard to build, and younger people started rebelling against parts of society they didn't feel were right. Ever wonder why a lot of anime from the 90s were about delinquent teens? Well, now you know. The story even starts with a fictional bomb destroying Tokyo. Starting a Third World War and recovering from this, both the government and the youth butt heads about the way things should be. Let's pair that up about a plot about a troubled teen gaining incredible power and abusing it in a way to get back at the world and losing control of it. That's really an allegory about how we're rapidly evolving and can't control what we're doing, and crushing the past under our own excess bloat. There's a lot more going on here than the Hollywood film butchers know what to do with. Both George Lucas and Steven Spielberg openly declared the movie as unmakeable in the US when they were asked if they would direct. On top of groundbreaking visuals that had never been seen before, with art direction that would influence and create the style for the cyberpunk genre. It's kind of a heavy task. So tell me, do you guys still think you've got this? Yeah, I thought not. Looks like the theme of this week is anime the US shouldn't make. Well, at least the Ghost in the Shell movie's looking good. Right? Please don't suck. Hey, maybe you can cast Jaden Smith as the plucky young youth who wants to live out his dream of being the king of top battles. And you can cast Samuel L. Jackson as the powerful spirit that lives within inside his Beyblade.
Go Dragon! Go Dancer! English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
If you can't find funding, seriously, make a Kickstarter. I want in on this.